Did you watch the old Tyson Fury fight then, or did you not?
I watched the morning. Jason sent it to the group chat.
Oh, you did you?
I showed you the best bit.
Oh, is that his head movement?
His head movement. Did you see that in slow motion?
I saw
Tyson
Twitter.
Fury's head movement in slow motion was like watching The Matrix.
Yeah.
Didn't he missed like 6 punches, didn't he?
Yeah, he just slipped over his head. And then sometimes he just straight up missed. It was incredible. The guy looked like a child swinging for his dad because he was just like hunched over, like trying to swing for him. And then Fury was just all over. But he's incredible.
He steps away and threw like an uppercut, didn't he? And like hit it, just like one shot, just hit
him, and then done a couple more like jabs across the face. Then the guy took a knee, then got back up, and then he got TKO'd.
Oh no, I never really watched Fury. I remember him back on Channel 5.
He's just he's an absurd freak of nature. He's not boring.
No, back in the day. So when he was on Channel 5, I thought,
plus he was out of shape as well. So I was like, I don't want to watch this guy.
Yeah.
It's hard to enjoy his body. His back is flabby, but then he goes toe to toe with these like athletic looking ones and doesn't look as tired as them.
He's quick as well.
And his punches, his body doesn't look fast, but his punches always connect and they're always quick. But they don't look like it in the moment, and also they don't look powerful. But then next, the guy's taking a knee in pain. Like
his jabs that he throws are very like they prod. I think they're more annoying jabs.
Like
his backhand jab
to follow up with something a bit more.
Those, doesn't he?
It's really good.
Raresh versus Tyson Fury next.
Wow,
that'll be an interesting fight.
That would be.
But I mean,
if you do kicking as well,
yeah,
head kick.
But no, Fury is incredible. Like the fact that he went off from drugs and alcohol and depression, came back. His first return of fight was 12 rounds with Wilder, made Wilder look silly sometimes.
No, his first fight wasn't Wilder.
Wasn't
no,
Wilder?
he had two fights before.
He had 2 fights before. I thought it was Wilder.
So he smashed someone like a few rounds, first one.
They were journeyman fights then.
He had to get him back into it, yeah.
So, yeah, but
but still,
outboxed
3
him,
fights.
looked incredible. And he did say, like, I made him look silly, like... He likes to say a fat man who came off alcohol and depression made you look silly against a fighter in his prime. So
they're rematching, aren't they? Wilder and Fury, I think.
It should be a fun
fight. Interesting to see what happens. I'd like to see Fury win.
After watching that fight, I definitely think AJ is going to lose against both of them.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, isn't it? Like when you look at AJ losing against, I'm not taking it away from Andy Ruiz. He was impressive, done really well. Like his counter punching was incredible. Every time AJ stepped up, he got like 5 or 6 punches given back to him. So he created that fear. So yeah, he give him what he deserves. But I can't see AJ stepping up and handling like a couple of Wilder's right hands.
I don't think he's got the chin.
Or missing it as much. Because throughout that fight with Fury pretty much slipped about 90% of Wilder's right hands. He just kept slipping most of them. And then when Wilder did connect a couple of them, obviously it knocked him down.
Yeah.
That's how powerful his right hand is. But then you can't imagine AJ being able to do that for 12 rounds and handle that level of kind of intensity. And then you can't imagine him being able to handle the clever, weird style of Fury. He plays boxing like he plays chess, just slow and...
Well, the thing about Wilder is he's got such good straight shots. So his jab and his right straight, they're just good. And if you watched him a few times, he's not as bad. Like people say, he's not very technical when he's just raw power. He's not that bad. When he gets a bit overzealous, so when he gets excited, he starts swinging. But by that point, his power takes over, and it doesn't matter if he misses because when he does connect, he does knock the person out normally. But Wilder, imagine fighting someone you knew for 12 rounds had the potential to knock you spark out. You're going to be a bit hesitant, and the thing 99% of the time you could be bang on for the night of your life, and that 1% when he catches you, you're down on the canvas.
Yeah, which is what happened to Fury.
Exactly.
12, he got knocked down twice, but that last one, it only takes Wilder like 1 or 2 of his big hits to get you. And trying to evade that big hit for 12 rounds is hard.
What do you think about Joe Rogan saying he doesn't see a problem with the draw from Fury and Wilder? So he didn't see a problem with it because Joe Rogan likes the fact that counts damage as a score. So essentially because Wilder done more damage, he wasn't bothered about the draw. Where I think that's bullshit because by the end of the day, if you're playing the boxing, they go round by round, and then each round you class that as a different match. In my head, that's regardless if you knock me down in round 5. If I've beat you in 4 rounds before that, just because you've put more damage on me, I don't think that.
I think technically Fury won that fight.
Well, exactly.
He outboxed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I get what Joe Rogan's saying because, it's a combat sport and, it is one man fighting another man. Initially, combat sports come from men dueling and fighting, men and women, fighting each other to damage each other and cause victory over someone, not by being technically better than them, but being able to defeat them in combat and making them have pain and feel hurt. So, like, I guess you can see where it's coming from.
Spiralize. You said men and women, and I remember walking through Tesco's as I was getting some snacks for us, and there was a lady. There was a person with a label on her chest that said he, I, she, and some other words. I guess to suggest to call her a different name. But there's so many variations. Like, she confused me with more names.
Oh, so you're back onto the old.
So let's talk transgender.
We're on it again.
Well, that person had really interesting flamboyant hair, really interesting shoelaces, body shape of a lady.
Tell you what, spiralize back. Women boxers, yeah.
So are we going to cap off the damage versus technical boxing conversation?
So I'd say spiralize over it completely knocks me off.
That was quite a good bit. I wanted to actually hear what Kay was going to say about that.
What do you
subject.
think about damage versus technical
fighting? I think Joe Rogan was coming from more of an MMA background, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And,
regardless, if you smash my face in round 5 and I won round 1 to 4, I win. I won because I played within the rules of the game. If street fight, I reckon if you would pattern me, I'm going to put it the other way around because someone's about to knock someone out. So I was patting.
You meant to say knockout Kay.
If I was patting you and then you knocked me out, I might have hit you more, but you knocked me out in a street fight. Then fair.
When you offered to reverse it, to be actually reverse that, Kay didn't go, no, keep to your original plan. He was like, no, make sure you do reverse it.
I reversed it out being nice to my bro, but he wants to knock me out.
And then he just took it.
Frank would knock me out easy.
Nah, Kay would head kick me and
you'd
bleed and wouldn't have a family to go back to.
You'd both just start kissing. All right.
Yeah. What do you think?
What do you actually think, Kay, on if it's like Frankie said, if Frankie, let's say
I think Joe Rogan was probably
me out in round 5. But I've outboxed him 1 to 4.
Oh, but you lost because I knocked you out.
But who do you think wins? Oh no, I get back up. You knock me down, and like I get back up. Who do you think wins? Frankie,
if you could rewrite the rule
3
book.
out of 4 rounds, then you win.
Right? If you could rewrite the rule book,
right,
and you could make your own rules up,
I might as well stick to it. I think the rule book is fine. To be fair, point for point.
No, I thought Fury won that fight because he outboxed me.
That's like saying if in a basketball game, just because from a 3-point shot you shot it so well with your eyes closed, and I shot it with my eyes open. Yeah. Just because you had your eyes closed, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I like the concept of someone brought up once no rounds and no just one. You still rounds, but no cap. So it wouldn't be 12. It would just go on until there's a winner. I like the thought of that because you'd have someone win by the end of it. And normally, if you didn't have the skill, it would be who's the fittest. Because the time you get there, who wants it more? You know?
Maybe that's a new fighting league.
That's a great fucking idea.
Maybe there's a new fighting league.
Fortitude fighting.
Fortitude fighting. Yeah. We were going to do Fortitude combat.
No rounds.
So no rounds. Well, winners!